Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is MD Saiful Islam and assistant teacher of Punjab School, Rani Naganogan, and you are most welcome in my Saiful English Academy again. The students who are very weak in English, who think English as hard subject still today, who can't pronounce any words accurately, who can't do spelling any words correctly, who can change the narration from direct to indirect, who can change the voice from active to passive, who are unable to form various kinds of questions, who have various kinds of problems in English grammar. Besides, there are some students in our country who are very weak in English, but can't learn English in our Indian coaching center for their financial problem. Only for those students, I want to dedicate my video classes. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, so that they can be perfect and they can be perfect and can be smart in future for the new generation and can remove all the weakness about English language. With this view, with this purpose, various kinds of video classes already have been uploaded in my YouTube channels. Of course, you know that, my dear learners. Of that, you watched my last videos or previous videos smartly with the reference of my previous classes. Today's class, I have been present in front of you with a new assessment training class named rules of being silent. GH letters, GH letters. Of course, you know that, my dear learners. In my previous class, I tried to make you understand about the pronunciation of the letter and silent rules of being silent of the letter. But today's class I have been present in front of you with our new argument, new class, rules of being silent, GH letter. That you have understood clearly, my dear learners. When you read various kinds of topics in English textbook and English grammar books and say various kinds of journals, you can see sometimes GH letters joined together is used together, but there is no sound of such kinds of GH letters. But can you say, my dear learners, what the region of it? I know that, my dear learners, you'll be able to reply the questions, but I want to add something here with my dear learners. Researching deeply and watching various kinds of movies, various kinds of dictionary, and various kinds of clothes. I am trying to collect such kinds of rules, which I am trying to share with you, my dear learners. I have written in the book, my dear learners, what the region of it, not doing sounds, create sound GH letters. What's the region? Today's class, I am trying to do this about these topics, my dear learners. So, my dear learners, knowledge, take a look at the board and try to understand. So, I have written in the board. Look at the board, my dear learners. Rule. What are the rules of this, my dear learners? About this, I have written the rules. If G and H letter join together letters, two letters are used after any vowel in monosyllable of word. The sound of these two letters must be silent. Okay, my dear learners, I have written in the board, my dear learners, if G and H letter, it will join together after any vowel, my dear learners, then this case, this situation, you will have to do the silent sounds of G and H letter, G and H letter, my dear learners. With this reference of this word, my dear learners, I have written some example in the board. So, my dear learners, take a look at the board and try to understand. I have written first example, BRIGHT. 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 Bright means ujjal. 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 RIGHT. 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 Right means shortage. MIGHT. 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 Might means partam. Partam. Number four. SIGHT. 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 Sight means dristy. Next example, my dear learners, number five. CIUGHT. Caught. 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 Caught means ধরেছিল V3 form of verb, V2 form of verb. V2 form of verb. Next example, dear learners, I have written in the book number 6. T-I-E-G-H-T. T-I-E-G-H-T. Touch. Touch. Touch means শিক্ষা দিয়েছিল. Of course, he took form of verb. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, in my previous classes, various kinds of discussion matter about this, about the forms of a verb. You were told that, my dear learners, in my previous classes, there are three forms of verbs, mainly three forms of a verb. V1, V1 form, V2 form, and V3 form. Of course, you know that, my dear learners. Next example, I have written F-I-G-H-T. F-I-G-H-T. Fight. Fight. Fight means যুদ্ধ করা. যুদ্ধ করা. Next example I have written in the board, my dear learners. N-I-G-H-T. N-I-G-H-T. Night. 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 Night means rat. Night means rat. Next example, my dear learners. L-I-G-H-T. L-I-G-H-T. Light. Light means alo. Light means alo. Number 10, example number 10. H-I-G-H, high. H-I-G-H, high. High means ucho. High means ucho. Write an example in the board, maybe, my dear learners. From example from 1 to 10, try to notice that, my dear learners, G and S letter, G and S letter joined together used after any vowel. After any vowel. So, my dear learners, your child, I'm trying to teach about this, my dear learners. If G and H letter joined together is used after any verb, in this case, you have to do silent pronunciation or sounds of G and H letter. In this case, for this reason, my dear learners, the sounds of G and H must be silent in this sketch, my dear learners. Okay, my dear learners, of that you have understood clearly. But there are many exceptional words regard this. Sometimes you can notice that, my dear learners, G and A joined together used in a word. Last letters of any words make create sounds for sound. Creates for sound, my dear learners, which we can call exceptional words. For the example, with these rules, I have written some example. So, my dear learners, take a look at the book and try to understand. L-I-U-G-S. L-I-U-G-S. Laugh. Laugh. Laugh means hasha. Laugh means hasha. T-O-U-G-S. T-O-U-G-S. Tough. 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 Tough means শক্ত oblique কঠিন. শক্ত oblique কঠিন. Next, R-O-U-G-S. R-O-U-G-S. Rough. Rough. Rough means baje. Rough means baje. In these three words, try to notice deeply, my dear learners. G and H. G and H letter is used last letter of any words after any vowel. After any vowel. And from this lecture, you'll have to mind that, my dear learners, if G and H letters are used after any vowel, and last like as last letters, you'll have to do the sounds of first sound. For sound of that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, hope that you have understood clearly. My dear learners, I don't want to learn in my today's class, but I want to share something with you, my dear learners. Of course, you know that, my dear learners, I'm a Bangladeshi by birth, and Bangla is our mother tongue, but English is not our mother tongue. Of course, you also know that, my dear learners, it's very tough or very hard or very difficult to learn a foreign language, but according to the concepts of various kinds of specialist of language, if you practice or if you try practice more and more any language, one day will come that, my dear learners, it will be very easy to you, inshallah. And with this concept keeping in my head, I am trying to use English conversation. For this reason, I am trying to use English conversation at the time of my video classes, and I want to suggest to you, my dear learners, every day you will have to practice any English words or that means vocabulary more and more. Every day, you'll have to practice freely spoken language at least 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And if you do so, and if you practice more and more and gather the various kinds of vocabulary every day in our daily life, inshallah, you must learn English language oil. My dear learners, about the pronunciation of English alphabet, I try to make various kinds of videos with you, my dear learners, of that you have understood clearly. So, my dear learners, at first, I want to apologize to you if you notice any faults or mistakes in the midst of my video classes and in my conversation. Please excuse me and pray to Allah for me so that I can serve you, I can comfort you in this way through my video classes throughout of my life. So, my dear learners, no much today. Come to see again with a new arrangement, a new class. Thank you very much. Take care of your health. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.